Hello, good evening everybody. This is Khushi from Lexis and Company today. So in this video, we will discuss about the Interim Maintenance under the Domestic Violence Act. So as we know that when a case is filed under the DV Act, so the first problem comes that after the key problem becomes the maintenance. Once the divorce petition filed in the under section 125 of the CRPC, which is 1980. So the special, which is also the Special Marriage Act. So the first things which comes under this issue, that the wife has to go with the maintenance issue. So after the wife after these you can say the protection of the woman and from the Domestic Violence Act, when these acts came into the picture, so what they have gave are women the right to ask for the maintenance. Like the wife may ask for ask the husband for maintenance after the marriage has ended. So these are two types of there are two types of maintenance, which is final and interim maintenance. What is the final maintenance? That after जब आपका divorce हो जाता है उसके बाद जो आपको maintenance मिलता है, that is called the final maintenance. The interim maintenance is that where you are asking for your daily basis, like you are going to the court and the travel expenses, all the things you are asking for your husband. So that is your interim maintenance. So what are the legislative provision regarding that? So the Domestic Violence Act provision for temporary relief is discussed in the two sections, which is any relief allowed by this act may be filed before a magistrate pursuant to section 12 and including interim relief. In contrast, section 23 gives the magistrate the authority to ex parte or interim order. यानी कि इसमें कह सकते हैं कि under section 23 the magistrate has a power for ex parte issue to interim order. So now what is the procedure for that? Under the statute, interim maintenance is not automatically granted. Instead of specific listing and application must be made. यानी कि इसको फाइल करने से पहले आपको एक प्रॉपर एप्लीकेशन फाइल करनी होती है कोर्ट में. The party who feels aggrieved must submit an application in accordance with the guidelines established by the central government and established a presumption of favor paying maintenance. The main challenge is submitting a request. यानी कि सबसे इसमें मेन चैलेंज जो होता है आपका मेंटेनेंस में आपकी जो रिक्वेस्ट होती है उसको सबमिट करना अंडर द statute of this. So the combined demand of proving a case beyond the reasonable doubt. अगर मान लीजिए इसमें reasonable doubt कुछ भी आ जाता है, decision is of self sufficiency and the duty to notify the. इसमें basically आप ये कह सकते हैं कि जब इसकी sufficiency prove हो जाती है that you are you can say the eligible for the asking for maintenance. So that is a court discretion that they grant for that or not. Okay. So basically what is the conclusion in that? So because domestic violence was not the previously defined anywhere, यानी कि पहले इस चीज़ को अगर देखा जाए इसको इस तरीके से preciously defined नहीं किया गया था. In 2005 Domestic Violence Act was created to address the complexities, यानी कि जो भी complexities आ रही थी ये चीज़ें address करने के लिए लाया गया. Under the act, interim maintenance was always a problem. Something the wife received more than she should. Like a wife can get more than the you can say the alimony amount. So basically this came for that. So interim maintenance was always a problem, as I told you. So despite being capable of working, because women are protected by this act, यानी कि अगर मान लीजिए अगर working women है, after that she can ask for that. They would demand some, you can say the enormous maintenance payment from their husband. However, given the latest development, there has been a major improvement in this process. यानी कि अगर देखा जाए तो टाइम के साथ धीरे धीरे इन सब चीज़ों में बहुत ज़्यादा प्रोग्रेस हुई है. सो बेसिकली दिस वाज अबाउट द मेंटेनेंस इशू कि किस तरीके से फाइल किया जाता है और क्यों फाइल किया जाता है इंटरिम मेंटेनेंस. सो दिस वाज द एंड ऑफ दिस वीडियो. इन द नेक्स्ट वीडियो वी विल डिस्कस अ न्यू टॉपिक. थैंक्स फॉर वॉचिंग दिस वीडियो.